Well, they are working to create a healthier, stronger Sullivan County, and you are invited to be part of the mission and the movement. They're asking us all to help them invest in second chances. Sullivan County Recovery Restoration is hosting its first fundraiser. It's coming up tomorrow night. Here with more on the event and the organization, we have the Honorable Judge Jim Goodwin. We also have Riley Clifton here, who is a graduate of the Sullivan County Felony Recovery Court. And we have Sullivan County Commissioner in the middle, Gary Stidham. And it's great to have all of you with us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be here this morning.
Well, let's kind of start at the beginning, a little bit more about how this all evolved. And Judge, I know that was kind of your brainchild of...
Right. When I took office in 2014, we didn't have a felony recovery court in Northeast Tennessee. So in 2015, we opened the Sullivan County Felony Recovery Court, took our first participant, and we haven't looked back.
And why did you see the need? Obviously, where you're sitting and you see these folks come in, and it seems like after they're released, you may have seen them again because we have that. So you knew that there was a gap.
Well, there was definitely a need, and you pretty much hit the nail on the head. I would see people come in. They would tell me that they had a drug problem. They were not always there because of a drug charge. Mm-hmm. Most of the time they were there because of a theft charge or a burglary or something like that, where they're trying to get either money to get drugs or they're trying to get drugs. Mm-hmm. And they just kept coming back. So I thought, jail's not really working.
Right.
Just locking them up. So there's got to be a way. Can we address the addiction part in an effort to try to stop the recidivism?
And then the program came in, and as a county commission, how did you guys get involved to say, what can we do to kind of bridge that gap to help these folks?
Well, Judge Goodwin invited us to graduation. I went to the first graduation, and seeing these people, because we were in the middle of problems all the time when you're a commissioner. We're got an overcrowded jail. We've been building a new jail, and he brought it up and he said, hey, you need to come to graduation, invited. And it was great seeing these people and how many family members showed up. So it was a good news story, a piece of that good news for us. We always hear negative, but here's something that is working to help people overcome these and keep them out of our jail. And trust me, that is it's a big deal, and it's human lives. But when you look at the cost to the county, in 23, our jail cost us $14 million. Mm. Our budget for this next year is $16 million. So that's a $2.3 million increase in funding. So programs like this are great because they help people like Riley and people out. So going to these graduations gives you that good feeling. When you hear all the bad stuff all the time, it's great to see some of the positive things happening in the community.
Yeah, lives changed, lives saved. You went through the program. Tell me a little bit about how that program made that difference in your life.
Yeah, most definitely. So showing up into the program, I had struggled with substance use for most of my life, and coming into the program, I was unhireable and untrustworthy, and despite whatever it looked like externally, I was trying my best. Yeah. I just didn't know what to do or how to go about it. And so getting the chance to get involved with Sullivan County Felony Recovery Court, here's people that understood addiction and, more importantly, understood recovery. And so they were able to point me in the right direction and connect me to the resources that I need that eventually created a transition in my life that changed my life, it saved my life. Reestablished relationships, and I mean, today I get the chance to live a life I never thought possible. I get to work as a peer and help other people get involved. I mean, Sullivan County Felony Recovery Court helped me discover who I am and what my qualities are and how can I give back to this world.
When did you graduate?
So I graduated in May of this year. Okay. And I came into the program in spring of 22.
Wow. And so the obstacles you had before, it sounds like this really removes those obstacles and gives them that help that they need, so they're not finding themselves in that same situation.
It gives them tools to deal with those obstacles. We can't remove the trials and tribulations of life. You know, we all experience those every day. But the big thing with addiction is you come upon something that's not going right in your life. And instead of trying to deal with that, revert to using drugs to escape it, to put it off. And what Recovery Court does is we give them tools through the treatment programs that we have to deal with those issues and know that there's another way.
A better way.
A better way.
And we are all being asked to invest in second chances. I love the name of this. It's coming up tomorrow night. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are planning and how we can get involved as a community to support what you're doing.
So what we're doing is we're creating a nonprofit, which is Sullivan County Recovery Restoration, to basically walk hand in hand with the Recovery Court and provide financial assistance to the participants when they need it. They need housing, they need transportation, clothing. You know, they come out of the jail, they have nothing. They have nothing. And we're trying to establish this nonprofit to really help boost our participants through the program.
And I can only imagine how much that would have meant to have something like that, because you do, to get a job, before you can get a job, you've already got bills that are due. So there's those other obstacles. Tomorrow night is a great opportunity to learn more. I understand it's very informal. They can just come, learn. You're going to have some refreshments.
Right.
Maybe meet some of the graduates.
Yes, we'll have some graduates there. May have some other participants who are still in the program there. Unfortunately, at 7 o'clock, they'll get to hear me talk a little bit. That's probably going to be the low light of the night. But we hope everybody will come out and take an interest in the lives that we're trying to change.
Yeah, like Riley. Thank you so much for sharing your story, coming on TV and telling us a little bit about how the difference that has made, and we're really excited for you and your future.
Yeah, well, thanks for giving us a platform to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to give everybody some information. This is coming up tomorrow night from 6 until 8. It's happening there at the Social. That's in Kingsport. For more information, too, if you can't go but you want to learn more, you can check out their website. It is right there on your screen. We're going to post that on our website as well coming up tonight.